Hello Australia, welcome to episode 729 of The Couch. I hope you're all doing well wherever you are around Australia, around the world, watching The Couch on thecouch.com.au, on our Facebook and YouTube pages as well. Let me tell you who's on the show today. We've got Talking Movies with Paul Elwin. He's got 5 fantastic movies today. We're also talking to Lauren and Jim. They're from Gidstock. It's a great Leukemia Foundation event that's coming up, a fundraiser. We'll talk about that very soon. We're also talking fit with Club Fiesta. The ladies are in and they're going to get us all working out and getting fit. Year of the Bear is a great book. Jay Chester is the author. We're talking to him today. And later on, Joanne Kaleli does what she does best, gives away a computer to a very needing child in our Talking Charity segment. It is a big couch. We've also got CJ Rockin back. Can't wait to see them as well, centre stage very soon. It is The Couch. It's episode 729. It starts now.
It's showtime on the couch. It's showtime on the couch. You can see it from your house. You can see it from your house. It's showtime on the couch with Fred and the best in town. You can see it from your house. Yeah, it's showtime on the couch. Oh, oh, oh.
So hard not to sing with that track there. Danny Stefanetti. We've got to get her back in the studio. She lives in America these days. On the show first today is one of our favourites, of course. It's Paul Elwin. There's only a couple of favourites, Paul.
Really?
Yeah, you and Nisha.
Look, it's a lot of fun doing that. We've got some awesome films coming up. They keep coming. It's great.
You've got 5 fantastic
There's
films.
5 new ones. It's insane. Like, there's a good mixture of films here. But starting up first, August 4th coming out is Bullet Train. This is a big action movie. Who's the main star? We've got Brad Pitt, but also, as a surprise, we've got Sandra Bullock. This is the second movie they've been in together.
They are good together.
They did that City of Gold, Lost City, before, and great chemistry.
He dies and comes back.
Yeah, this one's amazing. It's actually directed by David Leitch, who was actually a stunt double for Brad Pitt back in '99
and he's
in Fight
directing
Club,
it.
and he's directing it. And as a weird twist of fate, Brad Pitt's actually doing 95% of his own stunts in this film. It's kind of like him saying, like, I've done stunts for you, now you can do stunts for me. We've got Sandra Bullock in it. We've got Joey King from the Netflix series Kissing Booth. She's in this. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, who was in Kick-Ass, and Michael Shannon, who was General Zod in Superman. What happens is, on this Japanese bullet train, there happens to be 5 assassins on there, and they're all tied together in some sort of way. Their stories are going to interlock, and what's going to happen. And all I know is what's going to happen is a lot of insane action on the bullet train. So this is Bullet Train out on August 4 with Brad Pitt.
And Brad Pitt has to fall into those 5 assassins.
Yes, he's one of the assassins, and it's great action. It's good to see Brad Pitt. He looks so young.
Yeah, he's doing really well. And Lost City was great as well.
Yeah, and just going all out with action in this one.
That's August the 4th. What about The Invitation?
The Invitation. So we've got some scary ones coming up. It's not Halloween. It's good to have scary movies all the time. This one's August 25. It's The Invitation. It's a gothic horror. Not like huge stars in this one, but we've got Nathalie Manuel from Game of Thrones and a young up-and-coming guy who back in 2017 was apparently one of Vogue's top 50 hottest boys, which I guess hottest boys means young actor or something. So that was back in 2017. His name's Thomas Doherty. This is a gothic horror where this woman is all of a sudden sort of brought into a family, into a sort of, swept away by some lovely guy, and some gothic elements are afoot in here. Are they ghosts? Are they demons or something? They haven't really given us a lot of clues as to what exactly the bad guys or what's happening in this one, but it does look pretty scary. This one, it's called The Invitation.
Now, you reckon he was in the top 50 Vogue? I think
what it was
yes,
back
I was
in 2017
at that time.
Yeah,
you just picked me by a bit.
I missed out, but yeah, by a couple
It looks good.
spots,
Now, this one's out August the 25th, which we're
Yes.
looking forward to. It looks really, really scary, I must admit.
So it's the start of the sort of scary season again, which is a lot of fun. Also out on August 25th, we've got Beast, and this stars the lovely Idris Elba in this one. And this one is basically a dad and his 2 daughters. They're starting to sort of reconnect together. They've lost their mum through some circumstance, and he's saying, look, let's go out on a fun trip, well, of sorts, an amazing trip in Africa. And if you're in Africa and you want to have a really cool guide with you, you got to have South African actor Sharlto Copley who's amazing in
They
this
were
one.
lucky
He's
to
the
get
guide.
him.
He's an authentic South African in this one. They're going on this trip, and all of a sudden there is a rogue lion. And this is kind of based on previous true stories where they've had rogue lions in
Really?
regions of Africa where they don't actually hunt to eat. They hunt very territorially, and they scare the crap out of everybody. And this one looks scary. I'm sure it's a CGI lion, because I would not be anywhere near this lion if I was an actor, but this lion looks pretty darn scary. So Idris Elba's the main guy in this one, and he's defending his daughters and probably everybody else in this film, which
And
is
the
called
lion's a
Beast.
beast.
The lion is a beast, the rogue lion, but it
And
looks pretty
when is
scary.
that out?
That's
On
out
the
August
25th.
25 as well. Yeah.
Orphan First Kill.
Orphan First Kill, the first
Scary.
film from this is a prequel of sorts.
Yeah.
Back in 2009, the original film Orphan was actually a surprise hit.
Yeah.
It was kind of like people that were fans of The Conjuring, that sort of thing. So this one, it was an original story. What it is, a family took in an orphan from an orphanage, a young girl, and all is not what it seems. All of a sudden, like, some people are saying, what's going on with this girl? She has trouble at school, and like all of a sudden some people are dying of some weird circumstances, that sort of thing, and they're trying to work it out. So this one is a prequel of how it all started for her. Her name is Esther. She was from an Estonian, they said a boarding school, but it was actually like a sort of a psychological place.
It has to be.
Yeah. And the whole
course
thing
it
is, Julia Stiles plays the mum that's adopting her in this one. The original actress who played the previous orphan back in 2009, Isabel Furman, is playing Esther in this one, but obviously she's a bit older, so they've used a bit of CGI makeup trickery for this. And this is a prequel to Orphan called Orphan First
does
Kill,
look good to
September
see.
1, and this one's pretty scary.
Are you a scary movie type person?
Yeah, I do like it.
I
For
like
me,
it
it's
too.
the Friday the 13th, that sort of traditional ones. But these ones are great. Like this one, especially for sort of younger generation of people in the early 20s, love this because this is sort of the new generation of
Correct.
horror stuff,
Yep,
which is great. It's
exactly.
a lot of fun. So that's Orphan First Kill.
And what about the Paws of Fury?
So the last one we got is out September 22. For you lovers of Kung Fu Panda, all of that sort of fun, a bit of martial arts. This is a new story here, Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, a star-studded cast. This is actually loosely based on Blazing Saddles, the story, and it's all, of course, it's got the blessing of Mel Brooks because he actually plays a character in this. So what it is he wants to become a samurai, is our friend Hank. And this is his journey to find his true destiny. We have Michael Cera, who's just shy and lovely in this one as Hank. Ricky Gervais is the villain in this, and I love Ricky Gervais because he's just poking
funny.
fun at everybody.
Yep.
And of course, helping him as his sensei is Samuel L. Jackson. So we've got a star-studded cast. Mel Brooks doing the voice as well. But Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank, out September 22. It looks like a lot of martial arts fun. And cats and dogs all having fights.
And I love those sort of new movies because they're not just for kids. They're obviously more adult themed.
Blazing Saddles, it's like the adults will sort of remember the plot and remember the jokes, and
Yep.
the jokes are in there, and it's good. So for
Looks good.
kids and adults are going to have a lot of fun with that one.
Sounds good. Let's have a look at the top 5 movies for this week, Paul.
Yes, top 5 right now is, oh my God, number 5, Jurassic World Dominion, 4, Thor, Love and Thunder, 3, Elvis, doing amazing. My wife loved that one.
He's doing very well.
My favourite for this year is Top Gun Maverick. I saw
Really?
it the other day.
Yeah.
It's an amazing sequel, and great work on it. And of course, number 1, #Gentle Minions. Minions: The Rise of Gru is still number 1 and
I
doing
know our
great.
floor manager loves Minions.
Yes,
doesn't she?
Minions.
Yeah,
It's
Sonia's nodding
fun.
there.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks, Paul. We're going to give away some movie tickets thanks to Palace Cinema. And I've got plenty here to give away. We've got 4 of the normal admission tickets and 4 of the Platinum, which is known as the Gold Lounge, but better. And we'd love you to go down to Palace Cinema. This is just one of the cinemas, but the one in Perth here looks amazing, just like that one. Popcorn. Parking is only $5. Take your ticket up to the reception there and they'll stamp it for you. There's a wine bar, lots of leather seats, and a fantastic cinema. You've been, haven't you, Paul?
Yes, I have. It's amazing.
And it is fantastic. If you would like to win, all you need to do is this. Put your name and address on an SMS, send it to 0439 929 929. That's the usual SMS number. And the code word needs to be Palace. Now, anywhere in Australia where you've got Palace Cinemas or their affiliates, you can win these tickets and you can use them. But please check your local areas, because I wouldn't want to send you some tickets and then you can't use them. Thank you very much to Palace Cinemas. Don't forget more information if you want to book your own tickets, palacecinemas.com.au. Paul, thank you very much.
Thanks, Fred.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks. I think you're doing your streaming segment.
Yes, all the
So
streaming.
we'll see you then. Paul Elwyn, Talking Movies. We'll see him in a couple of weeks. We're going to take a break. We're talking movies again after the break. Halo Films, a local fantastic movie maker. We're talking about a brand new movie called Isabella and... let me see if I can find... Thank you, Sonia. Isabella and Edward. That's the brand new local movie. They'll come in next. Well done. Welcome back to The Couch. The Leukemia Foundation are great friends of us here at The Couch. We'd love to support them. And people who support the Leukemia Foundation are important to us too. Gidstock is coming up, and to tell us all about how it's going to work and what they're going to do with all the fantastic money that we are going to be giving them, because we love the Leukemia Foundation, is Nisha Seth.
Wonderful, thank you, Fred. It's so great to be back. And Gidstock, we've all heard about Woodstock, the infamous Woodstock, which we're all too young to have been at, unfortunately. But we do have with us today the music director of Gidstock. Welcome to The Couch.
Thank you.
And also from the Leukemia Foundation, we welcome back Lauren.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So not-for-profits would not survive, would they, without the great support of multiple, business owners. And Gidstock's in its 8th year now, I believe.
That's correct, yes.
Fantastic. So I did mention Woodstock there. Tell us the story of how Gidstock got started.
Right, well, just over 8 years ago, Steve and Joe Mitchum, who have a 50-acre property near Gidgegannup, they came to me and said, we've got this great idea, we want to run a music festival and raise money for good causes, will you do the music? And I'd just come back from New York and I'd visited Woodstock. And so I said, show me where you're thinking. So it was a sloping ground down to a level place where you could have a stage. And I said, it looks like Woodstock. And then I think it was Steve's granddaughter said, let's call it Gidstock.
Oh, fantastic.
And so we thought, wow. So peace, love, good music in a beautiful environment. And that's how it was born. And like Woodstock, we thought that we could promote up-and-coming artists as well as established artists.
Yeah, beautiful. So there's multiple layers to this event, and when we were talking earlier, you were saying it's a real experience because there's lots of festivals around. But tell us about the experience at Gidstock. What's it like? How many days does it go for, etc.?
Okay, it goes for 3 days. It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so it's the 14th, 15th and 16th of October. So people start arriving on the Friday, often with their caravans and camper vans and tents, and just settle down for the weekend.
So it's a real trip. You're actually staying overnight, and so it's reflective of Woodstock. Yeah.
And it's a beautiful environment, and so there's lots going on. There's lots of things for kids. There's astronomy happening. There's
Bit of stargazing.
yeah, lots of that. There's people from the observatory come and run that.
Yeah.
There's a boutique, Kookaburra boutique, where you can buy lots of pre-loved clothes.
Beautiful. And what happens with these clothes during the festival? I've heard some stories about this.
Yeah, people go and wear clothes. Even I've seen a lot of guys in dresses. That's okay.
Great. And they're swapped, so you can go I would love this, 6 to 7 wardrobe changes during the day.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Fred and I'd be into that. Sounds amazing. Tell us about the bands too, because we have a lot of bands that come on the show. You had over 100 entries, right? And how many did you have to pick?
Well, that's the hardest part of the whole thing is to have to say no to some really gorgeous acts. But I've only got about 28 places. This year we have 2 stages. But we're limited, and it's getting more and more popular. People want to come and showcase their act at Gidstock, and they all do it free of charge. So for the good cause, for the Leukemia Foundation and the Gidgegannup Fire Services, and all the volunteers also just volunteer.
Yeah.
So nobody gets paid; it all goes to the cause.
So how much have you raised over the last number of years, roughly?
Okay, well, last year we raised 44,000.
Fantastic.
This will be our 7th year because we missed 2020. But over that time, we've raised 120,000.
Beautiful. And like you said, you've had many beneficiaries, but this year you've got the Leukemia Foundation as well as the Volunteer Firefighting Service in Gidgegannup. Is that right?
correct,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wonderful. And the Leukemia Foundation, we do have Lauren on the couch here today. What does this mean for you, being a not-for-profit and getting potentially $20,000+ from such a great event like Gidgestock?
Oh, it's so incredible. I mean, we can't do what we do without the help of beautiful fundraisers like Jim and the whole team at Gidgestock. It's
Yeah.
incredible. It funds so much for us.
And you told us a story before from a community perspective. What happened when you were there one year?
Oh my gosh, this was the most amazing thing. So I got up and gave a little speech and thanked everyone for what they've done. And when I got off the stage, a guy came up to me and he goes, "You don't remember me, do you?" And I went, "Oh my gosh, you're my haematologist," because I've been on my own cancer journey and I'm in remission now. But he was the guy that helped me through 5 years of checkups and treatment, and it was just the most magical moment.
Isn't that in purpose too? So from
Yeah.
a community perspective, you've got health professionals who are involved in the charities that you're supporting and the not-for-profits. And then you've got all the musos from different industries coming. And what other types of people come? Because it sounds like families come. Is it open to, quite inclusive, open to everyone?
Well, it's open to everyone, but it seems to particularly attract families and single parents as well. Somebody came up to me last year and said, "It's just such a wonderful thing to be able to bring my children to somewhere like this." And they can run around doing their own thing. It's very safe.
Good sense of community. And what about, I guess, costs and getting tickets? Is it affordable for people to come along? What do they need to do?
Yeah, for an adult for the weekend, it's $96.
That's 3 days. That's very good.
It costs you maybe another $40 if you want to camp the weekend. They have family tickets as well. So right now we have an early bird ticket arrangement,
Great.
and that finishes on the 10th of September. So be quick.
Good. And in terms of getting there and everything, people obviously drive there. They have to have a camper trailer and so forth, or
camp, or bring your tent, bring your swag.
and you can bring your own food too.
Yeah, you can, but we have food trucks there. We've got
Great.
lots of variety, and you bring your own refreshments. People think Gidgegannup's a long way away, but it's actually only 45 minutes.
45 minutes from the city, so that sounds like a wonderful weekend. Spread across the dates again for us.
14th, 15th and 16th of October.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for both of you joining us on the couch. Really appreciate it. Lauren and Jim, for more information, where do we go, Jim?
Okay, so hop onto our website, www.gidgestock.com.au.
Beautiful. Sounds like a lovely weekend, only 45 minutes away, 3 days in the beautiful WA country. We'll see you guys again soon. All the best for the event. And if you missed any of that, of course, thecouch.com.au or our Facebook page. But for now, back to you, Fred.
Thank you, Nisha. Nice to see you back from the Maldives, looking lovely and refreshed and relaxed. Thank you to Gidgestock for coming in today, and my good friends at Leukemia Foundation, of course. Lauren Stacey does a great job there as well. Somebody else that does a great job are our music acts. We're a little bit like Gidgestock here. We like to bring new people to the set of the show and let them have a go. Today we've got two young kids. Their names are Charlie and Jack, and they're performing a Shaking Stevens classic called Green Door, but in their own style. Here they are.
Midnight, more night, without tried to tell them I'd been there. I got the door slammed, hospitality's thin there. Oh, I just wish they'd let me in so I could find out what's behind the green door. Yeah. Soaring, I will beeping through a smoky cloud behind the green door. Green door. When I said that Joe would send me, someone laughed out loud behind the green door. Woo! All I wanna do is join the happy crowd behind the green door. Yeah. Midnight, more night without sleeping, watching till the morning comes creeping. Well, green door, what's that secret you're keeping? There's an old piano when they play it hot behind the green door. Green door, don't know what they're doing, but they laugh a lot behind the green door. Woo! All I wanna do is find a happy crowd behind the green door. Yeah.
That's, of course, Charlie and Jack. They'll be back at the end of the show, if we get time, we don't go over time, with a fantastic song, which is an original. Please stay tuned for that one because you're going to love it. Time now to talk about something else. Halo Films have got a brand new film that is coming out very soon. And to talk about that, we've got the director and one of the lead actors. And with them is our very own Nisha, the leading lady on the couch.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Fred. And very excited to be talking about Edward and Isabella, a Halo film. And we do have Adam, the director, and Chloe, a lead actor in the film, joining us. Welcome.
Thanks for having us. Thank you very much.
Now, you have put this film together extraordinarily, so during a pretty tough time in the industry as well. So tell us, first of all, perhaps, Adam, about Edward and Isabella. What is the film all about?
It's a love story, broken love story of a couple who've been together a while, get away to the country and try to figure out whether they're going to stay together or call it, basically. Yeah.
Great. So it's a journey, a romantic journey, would we say?
Yeah. Well, I don't want to give away the ending, but yeah, it's a romantic journey. Yeah.
Lovely. Well, we can segue nicely to one of your lead actors, Chloe, and I believe Dan is also one of the lead actors. Couldn't join us today, but Chloe, tell us about your experience in this film. What's it been like?
Sure. Actually, it's been kind of amazing to work in WA. Dan and I had the privilege of going all the way to Albany for this and spending 2 weeks in the southwest. Actually, I think it was about 3 weeks, to be fair, all up. And I tell you what, there's something so incredible about being on a simplistic set that just relies on the two of you and the relationship that you have together. So Dan Barwick certainly deserves a mention because he's amazing to work with. Basically, you know, just to explore the southwest while doing what you love. Honestly, it was a dream come true for me. So.
Wonderful. And because you did come back from the States, is that correct?
Yeah, so I actually came back for my best friend's wedding and then got locked down in WA for quite some time. So, you know, when the industry was shut down everywhere else in the world, I was able to come home and work. So.
Beautiful. And so had you met Adam before as a director, or was this a partnership or a working relationship that you got together whilst you were back this time?
Actually, Adam found me on a casting site and I put down an audition tape like everyone else normally does as well. And I just was lucky, I think, to land the role. I'm sure Adam can tell you why.
No, you weren't lucky. No, I was lucky. I was waiting for a global pandemic where people were trapped. And then I was like, oh, let's get all these people now. So.
And we did see that, didn't we? So much talent, West Australian talent that's gone abroad, or Australian talent's gone abroad, come back, and we've made these great films. Adam, this is not your first rodeo, I'm sure, as a director.
Yeah, no, there's actually is. It actually is, yeah.
Well, I've heard it's a great film.
It is a great film. Yeah. No one's more surprised than I am. So,
so what was it like? That's an even. I'm sure though you've been in the industry for a little bit, right?
No, I really haven't.
Really? Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
This is the first thing we did. So,
you could say it's not my first rodeo.
It's definitely no.
Well, whilst it's not my first rodeo, we're clearly improvising this interview, right? It's amazing. So, Adam, where to next?
Where to next? We're making Frank and Frank. The Valley and the Walrus, Ruminations on the Mystery from Soup to Nuts with Miles Pollard and Trevor Jameson in Albany. And that's another Halo film is going to be behind that as well.
Wonderful.
And Chloe is going to light Fremantle on fire with...
oh, thanks.
She's
I'll
an
take that.
as well. So, yeah.
Not a real one. So what are you doing next in Freo?
So I'm actually part of the Fremantle Theatre Company. We're putting on The Last Train to Freo, which is a new version of the Reg Cribs The Return. So please, if everyone's available and ready and willing in August, come see a great play at the Victoria Hall in Fremantle.
Nisha, can I just interrupt? Adam, can you tell me how hard is it to make a film here in WA? For all those people watching this interview, how much work goes into making a film like this?
Oh, it's nothing to it.
You've really just breezed in and breezed out.
Just Adam, what was your occupation, if you don't mind?
I write. I'm a novelist. I write books.
So you are a creative person.
I'm creative.
So it's not your first rodeo.
Yeah, but as long as you have like a half decent camera and some good talent in front of it.
How many actors did you get for this movie? How many people are on board?
Well, really just two.
And what about a crew? You must have had an amazing crew.
We had about 2-3 people behind the camera and 2 people in front of the camera. So, very, very simple.
So when people watch this movie, what will they get out of it? What are you hoping they'll get out of the movie?
Well, it's an honest movie. So it's not we're not trying to manipulate anyone or sell anyone anything, or we're not trying to tug on anyone's heartstrings. It's a very, very honest film, and you can make those films really simply if they're honest. So you just hope people connect with it in some way. It's about a relationship which hopefully we've all had in the room. So, you know, everyone can connect to it in some way.
Fantastic.
So.
Over to you, Nisha.
Beautiful. That's great. And it's great to see you've got translatable skills there, given the environment at the moment, right? Being a novelist going into the
No one
creative.
was more pleased to find that out than myself after we got everything going.
Beautiful. Well, we're looking forward to more of your films, and I'm sure Halo Films has lots of confidence in you now as well, based on this one being released. Where is it going to be showing here in Perth? Where can we watch it?
Chloe, do you want to?
Sure. August 4th and 6th, it's going to be at the Backlot. And then opening August 11th, I believe, at Luna.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's my favourite cinema. I grew up there and going to films there, so that's kind of surreal, actually, in many ways.
Wonderful. Well, look, none of us wanted the COVID pandemic to come, but it's meant that great things like this can happen as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So was there anything else that you wanted to throw out there as well, Adam?
Oh, it's in Sydney and Melbourne in September 10th, September 11th. It starts at the Lido and the Ritz Cinema, and there's a cinema in the Blue Mountains that's just picked it up, but I can't remember it.
Oh, fantastic. Well, the Blue Mountains is beautiful. I'd just go there and wait around for it if I was out there. So where can we go to find out more tickets and so forth?
Oh, at halofilms.com
Yeah, beautiful. So sounds good. halofilms.com.au, obviously The Couch, our Facebook page, or thecouch.com.au. Guys, thanks so much for coming on The Couch. Really looking forward to catching the film.
Thank you.
Thanks for
very
having us, Fred.
exciting. And safe travels back to the US when you do go back.
Thank you very
Do you
much.
think it'll be soon?
At the end of the play, yep,
Okay.
I believe so.
Wonderful. Okay, well, we'll see you guys again, I'm sure.
Awesome,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Back to you, Fred.
Thank you, Nisha, and thank you to Adam and to Chloe. Can I just say, Chloe, are you staying in WA? You're going to be moving back overseas?
I am going to be heading back overseas, but you know what? Perth is always going to be home, so I'm always looking for more reasons to get home.
Thank you very much. And good luck, Adam, with the future stuff that you're working on as well.
Thank you, Fred.
I'm sure you're a lot more talented than you give
Not really.
give yourself credit.
Not really.
But you've got a good sense of humour. We're going to take a break. Coming up after the break, we're all going to be talking about getting fit with Halo Fitness and Club Fiesta. See you after the break. Welcome back to The Couch. It's always nice to have Club Fiesta back in. They're going to be doing a regular Talking Fit segment every month. Today, Harla's in with the ladies. Let's go straight to you, Harla.
Thank you, Fred. Hi, everyone. My name is Hala. I'm from Club Fiesta. Welcome to the Talking Fit segment. And today, with my team, we're going to be doing a Club Fiesta warm-up routine for all of you at home. So I'd love you guys, if you are sitting at home, love you guys to stand up, make sure there's room around you. We're going to do a quick warm-up. And the reason why we do a warm-up is because it increases the heart rate, it decreases the risk of injury, and it also decreases muscle soreness. So it's very important for every single exercise program to warm up. I've got my team with me today. I've got the lovely Taj, the lovely Debs, the lovely Taylor, and the lovely Christine. And without further ado, we're gonna get started. Are you ready? Let's go.
Feels good.
Feels good. All right, we're gonna march. Here we go. You. I don't know about you, but we want to get warm, don't you? Yeah. Let's go. Let us step. Oh yeah. We feel good. Music and movement. That's it. You. Nice. Are you ready, girls? Are you ready, everyone? Come on down. We're gonna reach side to side. You. To the top. Nice. 4 more. All right, we're gonna stretch it out. That's it. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Big stretches. You. Like you've just woken up from this beautiful dream. Both arms, let's go. You. Other way. Nice. And again, other way. Up. All right, we're gonna punch it. Yeah, yeah. You. Up. Single, single, double. Stomp it. Yep. Nice. Bigger. Whoop. 2 more. Hands back. Nice. I hope you're getting warm at home. Oh yeah, let's go. Getting warm with Club Fiesta. Ew. All right, we're gonna reach now, stretch. Ooh. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. That's it, long stretches. Ooh. We're gonna drop, drop. Shoulder, shoulder. Yes. Hang out with us. All right, we're gonna stomp it again. Let's go. You. We feel good, don't we, girls? Woo! Let's go. All right, now yours should be a lot warmer. Take a deep breath. 1 more. We're gonna drop it down low. That's it. Warm up number 2. We're gonna clap. You ready? Clap with us. Here we go. Oh yeah. Up. Yeah. I know you're clapping. Let's go. We're gonna run. Come on. Let's go. Oh yeah. Like a helicopter arms. Show me those helicopter arms. Oh yeah. Heel, heel jump. Up. I'm gonna show you at home. Option is here. March, march, tap. Here we go. We're gonna step and pump. Hey. Woo. And then go back and shimmy. Gonna go around the world. Oh yeah. You. Nice. Other side. Uh-oh. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Come on down. Are you warm? Oh yeah. Woo. It's definitely getting hot in here. All right, you ready to clap again? Let's go. I can hear your claps. Yes. Winner, winner. And then we're gonna do it again. All the way. Come on. Woo. We're gonna punch it. Slide to the side. Here we go. Up. Woo. Up, up. Let's go, girl. Come on. Yeah. One more. Step and pump. Let's go. Hey. Up. You. Hey. Shimmy. Shimmy like you mean it. All right, you're gonna smack it. Go. You. I can hear it other side. Let's go. Boom. You. Nice one. Take a deep breath. Are you warm? Let's do it one more time. I think you're ready for your next workout. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Thank you so much, Fred, for having us. And this is our segment of the Talk Fit. I would love you guys to check us out on the website, clubfiesta.com.au. You can check us out there. You can check out also, if you want to become an instructor, you can go to the website and have a look and see how you can become an instructor, because we're all over Australia and soon all over the world as well. All right, so thank you so much for joining us, guys. Here, over back to you, Fred. Thank you so much for having us. Hope you had fun.
Thank you very much, ladies. Very exhausting, but I'm looking forward to next month. And if you want more information, as we said, go to clubfiesta.com.au for more information about their classes and where you can join the classes or become an instructor, like she said. Now it's time to talk about an amazing book. I've got it in front of me. It's called Year of the Bear. We've got the author here, Jay Chesters, and with him is our very own Nisha Seth.
Thank you, Fred. Well, in a world where you can be anything, why not be a bear? I've taken that from the back of this very exciting book, Year of the Bear. Jay joins us on the couch. Welcome.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Jay, I'm absolutely intrigued, like everyone else in the studio, around this beautiful book of short stories, all based around a number of themes, but bears, ultimately. Tell us a bit about the book.
Well, really, Year of the Bear is an uncommon collection of short stories. It has a number of themes around diversity, inclusion and acceptance, but really the book is, I think what we can all identify with is finding our identity and finding our place in the world. Plus bears, of course.
Wonderful. So to look at bears, what kind of symbolism is that for you? You kind of briefly mentioned, I caught earlier when we were talking, that bears came into your life.
Yeah, I think bears really can be a blank canvas for people to project onto. Bears can be fierce and scary, or they can be big and cuddly and fuzzy. And really, bears came into my life in story form. I was part of a writing group, just a collection of friends writing stories to prompts, and one night all my stories happened to feature bears, almost unintentionally. And I said, hey, that's a collection, why not make them into a book?
And you know what? It's so common that we associate with an animal to help us understand things too. It's easy to talk about yourself in reference to something
Yes, of
as
course.
well. And I'm intrigued. Another quote from the back is, a lawyer navigates the most unusual Tinder date, a gangster flees a deal gone bad, a young child is gifted with a magical hat. It certainly sounds like there's some really fantastic and, like I said, meaningful tales as well.
Yes, absolutely. I try to have something for everyone in the book. So you've got a little bit of sort of science fiction, a little bit of fantasy, a little bit of magic here and there, but also they're quite down to earth in a lot of ways. And I think people will really see themselves and their families and the people they love reflected in these stories.
Yeah, wonderful. And to be writing as a writer now and a published author,
Yes.
I guess what drives you to do that? Because they are very impassioned stories.
Yeah, I think more than anything, I write stories because I feel I have to. These stories need an outlet, and it's all I can do just to get them down on the page, get them down on paper, and really sort of get them out into the world. These stories demand to be told. I feel like the bears are demanding that I tell their stories, metaphorically, of course.
Yeah, wonderful. Some of us probably believe we've talked to bears in our dreams. They're cuddly. I just think cuddling bears all the time. You mentioned diversity and inclusion. That's obviously a really important theme all around the world. You know, workplaces, for example. What do you think what key insights can people take from your book?
I think really it's about accepting our differences and really learning to listen to each other and find what we have in common. You know, rather than what distinguishes us from each other, is finding that common ground.
So it'd be fair to say, and this is not an old person joke, hopefully, but there's a lot of bear hug in this book.
Yeah, I think it's a real bear hug of a story.
Yeah, wonderful. And you're obviously an accomplished author now. Where to from here?
Oh, hopefully many more books. Already started working on my next one.
Okay.
And
Can you give us anything away?
Oh, it's a little early for that, but I'm sure there'll be a bear in there somewhere.
Wonderful. And part of the book, I was doing some pre-reading there, was you really think it's the right time for this now?
Yeah, of course. I don't think there's been a better time. I feel like the messages of acceptance and inclusion are really more relevant now than they've ever been. I think what the world needs now is just more acceptance.
Yeah, beautiful. And any other, I guess, thoughts for your readers out there when they're reading this book? What else can they expect?
Oh, really, just enjoy yourselves, just, relax into it, go with the flow, go with the bears. Find a bear within yourself.
Yeah, oh, that's beautiful. And Jay, where can we pick up the book?
It's available from booktopia.com. You can also find it from major bookshops around Perth and online.
Wonderful. Well, we'll look forward to hearing more about how the launch of the book goes, but certainly well done. I think it's really nice at this current time to have some short stories that we can all read. Something, apologies, out of my mind. How old do you think you need to be to start reading this book? Is it aimed at a particular audience?
I don't know. It doesn't have particularly adult themes. Some of the stories are a little darker, might even be slightly scary. It's not
18.
a children's book, but it's suitable perfectly for young adults or, for grown-up read it and wanted to pick stories from it to read to their children. That would be fine.
Beautiful. That's a good approach. Yeah, read that first. Read first, and then you can share it as well. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you so much, Jay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and we'll look forward to having you on the couch again, I'm sure.
I look forward to it.
Okay, team. So you can go to the Booktopia website to find that book. Of course, we'll have it on the couch.com.au website and our Facebook page. And Fred is holding the book up now. We'll go back to him. Back to you, Fred.
Thanks, Nisha. And yes, that website to get the book is, of course, www.booktopia.com.au. It's on the screen right now. We'd love you to go and support this great author, and he would love you to support him as well. If you would like to win one of these great books, we've got 5 to give away. Very, very simple. Our normal SMS number, 0439 929 929. The code word is BEAR, B-E-A-R, which is nice and simple. Name and address, please. We've got 5 of the books to give away, and we'd love you to win it. But please enter now because they will go very quick. We'll take a break, be back with more of The Couch after this. We're talking charity with Joanne Colelli. See you then.
Connect with The Couch online through Facebook, Instagram and YouTube.
Welcome back to The Couch. It's always a pleasure to have Joanne Kaleli in the studio, but we've got a couple of friends in today. We've got Lucas and we've got Oliver, which you'll meet. There they are on the couch right now. We've got this segment. I called it Talking Charity because Joanne Kaleli would have to be one of the most charitable people here in WA. She does so much good for the community. And we're going to talk about her fantastic art classes. And she's also painted a few famous people in the past, and she's painting one of the royal family, but we'll talk about that very soon. Welcome to The Couch to all three of you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Fred.
Nice to have you all here. Now, Joanne, tell us a little bit of a quick insight into what we're doing here today.
Okay, so as you know, I love helping people, and I have done quite a bit with charities, but last year I had the opportunity to actually help an individual child. So normally I help actual full charities, but to actually see the child's face when I'm able to help them is just absolutely priceless.
Why are you helping a child? Why are we choosing a child, not an adult? And what sort of special person do you look for?
That's a really good question because I like to help everybody, and that's why I do my motivational, uplifting art classes too, and I think it's important. But when I helped that child last year, I actually went up and I was auctioning off a piece of art because I really was hoping that I could raise enough money for some gaming equipment for this little boy. And this gentleman here, Lucas, happened to be there, and he literally came running up to me with his phone in his hand. I've just spoken to my business associate. We want to give him a gaming equipment, but we want to do it right now. Where does he live? And it was like 6 o'clock in the evening. And I said, well, hang on a minute. We need to organise this. So then when we went, wasn't it absolutely incredible?
Now, we're talking about, is this Charlie that we're talking about, the original
yes.
one? Now, of course, Lucas, you're from LX Gold.
Yes, LX
Tell
Gold.
us about the company.
It's just a business I started with a friend of mine. We're both avid gamers, so we believed, look, we may as well stick to our passion, and now we've gotten the opportunity to give back to some younger kids, which is really part of my core belief system. So
Do you know,
awesome.
it's a great thing when corporate partners or corporate companies support charities or support people who are less fortunate than others. And I think it's a great thing that you're doing it, and your organisation should be congratulated for getting involved. I know Joanne's a pretty hard person to knock over. You can never say no to Joanne, I know that. But it is wonderful that you're involved. So tell me what you did in this special occasion for Oliver.
So it's quite similarly to Charlie. I reached out to Joanne and said, look, I know what we did with Charlie before, and I'd like the opportunity to do that again this year. So Joanne reached out, and she's amazing at finding anyone to help. She's amazing at that. So she was able to find Ollie, connect us, and we were able to build him a brand new gaming computer as well. So was able to surprise him at his house, which was pretty special, set the whole thing up, and turns out we both play the same video game as well, which is, we were just sitting on the couch outside actually looking at videos together, talking about it.
Oliver, thank you for coming in today. Now, you're pretty special. Do you see yourself as a special child, or you think you're just like everybody else, goes to school, comes home, gets told off by the parents, doesn't listen to the parents, goes on the computer? See, my nephew, 8 hours a day he'd be on the computer. How many hours a day do you like being on the computer? Hopefully not 8 hours.
No, probably not 8 hours. Well, on the weekends, maybe close to that, but...
What's your favourite thing? I know you love gaming. What's your favourite game on a computer?
Probably like Valorant at the moment.
And what's that? How do you play that? What's that all about?
It's just like two teams and one's trying to like plant like a bomb to steal something from the other team.
And how long would a game last if you were playing with someone? You can play with someone there in the room, I guess, or you can play remotely. A lot of kids play remotely these days with people from other parts of the world or country. How long would a game take you?
Probably 30 to 40 minutes usually.
And do you get a lot of enjoyment from having a good computer? Because you know you need a good hard drive. You need gaming software that allows you to be fast and load up very quickly. Is that right?
Yeah.
And what was your old computer like?
We had like just a normal like office computer sort of.
Just a
I guess.
cheap one, eh?
Yeah.
And were you excited? I think we've got some footage of you actually receiving the computer. Are we able to have a look at that footage? I think we are. Here we go. This was when Joanne, you actually... Did he know he was going to get the computer here?
No.
Talk us through this.
So it was really incredible because I went out to Di Wilcox from the Magic Coat, and I said, I need you to find a really special child that is really deserving of this. So you're very special to be chosen. And so I wanted to surprise you and just reward you. And I wanted to give you an uplifting experience.
And what's happening here, Joanne? Is this when he was given the computer?
Yes, so that's when we actually went there ourselves.
That's an
and
amazing keyboard with all the coloured keys, isn't it? So you know what each key does. Was that exciting when you got the computer? Did you have any idea you were getting a computer?
Not before. Only like just a few days before
And
I found out.
what did you say? What was the first thing you said when you saw the computer and it was yours?
I was just like really shocked.
Did you
and
scream?
Then, no, I was
I think he was lost for words.
Yeah,
you would be.
Really, I was
You're
shocked.
a very special person. We know you've had a hard life, I guess, compared to some kids. You've had a lot of trauma and you've had some issues to deal with. And we think that you really deserve this game. It's nice to make your day. Joanne has gone out and she loves doing this, and I'm sure there's more kids to come.
Yes.
And Lucas, I hope you've got plenty of money. Joanne will end up being a business partner very soon. But Oliver, would you like to say something to Lucas and maybe to Joanne?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you so much because like it would have taken me a long time to be able to get it myself, and it's just been such like a nice thing, and it's just really helpful, and I'm
You
really happy.
Appreciate it.
I do, yeah.
Oliver, what year at school are you in?
Wait, what?
What year at school?
Year 9.
Year 9?
Yeah.
And how old would you be? 13? 14. And do you think this is a really big buzz for you at your age? It's like Christmas coming early, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you shown it off to all your friends yet?
Yeah.
And what do they reckon?
They think it's like really awesome.
No, it is
as well.
fantastic. Well done. You deserve this prize. Thank you to Lucas. Lucas, do you want to give your website for people who would like to maybe give you a call?
If you guys want to stop by, it's www.lxgold.com.au or just type in LX Gold onto Google.
And where do we find you? Where's your shop?
We actually are online based, so we come to you and we do everything at your house.
Oh, even easier.
Yes.
Joanne, just quickly, you've got your art classes. Tell us about them. How do we get involved?
Oh, yes. So I run them all over Perth. I do some at the Riverbank Estate in the Swan Valley. So you're literally outdoors with the grapes coming
Wonderful
down,
place.
Italian food, champagne on arrival. Also the Sterling Arms, they're a super fun place as well. I also run them in Rockingham and Clarkson, and I'm open to more venues as
So
well.
we'd love you to get involved. The website's on the screen. If you want to book one of those classes, please support this lady because she supports everyone else, and it's nice to give back to her as well if you can, and you'll have a lot of fun. She has cheese and she has wine, music, and a lot of fun. You'll enjoy the classes. We also want to promote that you're actually painting one of the royal family.
Yes, I've just been given the go ahead to let everybody know that I will be painting the Duchess of York. I'll be meeting her early next year, and we're talking about what charity that's going to be going to, which I've raised very close to 200,000. So I'm hoping to smash my goal of 200,000. I just want to briefly, just thank Lucas for everything that he's done, because when we first helped Charlie, he said, oh, let's do it again. And then I didn't hear from him.
Yep.
And then I found out he rang me up almost apologetically going, oh, I'm so sorry. It's taken me so long to get back to you. Let's make it happen.
Fantastic.
And when I asked him why, what was the reason?
My mother was actually diagnosed with cancer, so I was treating for her for 6 months, but it also inspired us to get back and more active again,
Well done.
which is...
You know what? You never know how good people are until they can actually put aside somebody in their family that's not ill, not well, or themselves. You know, and you've prioritised young kids like this and the charity, and I think well done. I hope your mum's doing better.
She is actually.
Fantastic.
Very, very grateful for that one.
That is it for today, Joanne. We're getting you back in a couple of weeks' time because you're doing some more magical work. Please support these wonderful people. Joanne, just quickly, you got 10 seconds.
Okay, I would love to help a child out there with an art class, so please get in contact with me. I'd love to uplift someone else out
If you would
there.
like an art class, please check out our website tonight. I shall put it on the website and then we'll pick a lucky person and we'll give you an art class. Thanks to Joanne Kaleli as well. That is it for the show today. Thanks to the wonderful crew that works so hard on the show. Thank you to Sonia for floor managing today, Tyra, of course, Petrian, Izzy, Lucas and Charlotte. And thanks to Brendan, Alec, who's our sound guy, and Adrian, our director. That is it. And Barbara in the tea room as well. That is it for the show today. We'll leave you with the fantastic brothers, Charlie and Jack. They're performing an original song. You'll see it on Amazon. Not Amazon, what do they call it? Spotify very soon. It's called Starting Out. See you next week, Australia. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.
Sitting on the sidewalk, playing to no one. Oh, I just wish someone would stop and listen. Oh, a lonely little hat collecting only dust. Oh, I hope that one day it will overflow and glisten. Playing on one, playing on words. I have a story to tell. From dawn to dusk, north to south, playing up and down. Pennies in my pocket, could really use some more. Banging like a dog who's been kicked to the ground. Help me into the coming out of the rough. Help me turn my week into something tough. Always leading and hoping to be followed. Well, I wish I had me a Gibson guitar and all that fancy gear, but I don't wanna beg, steal or borrow. Help me into the coming out of the rough. Help me turn my week into something tough. Saw a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So I fought my way through the rough and tough to make it. Come out of the dark and into the sunshine. I have a gift I have to share. Help me into the coming out of the rough. Help me turn my week into something tough. Help me into the coming out of the rough. And help me turn my week into something tough.